Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, let's try understanding the further more understanding about the conflict of the thought processes. It is mostly observed, or rather, I have been observing all through my years that all through my almost like 15 to 20 years now, that every one of us think we are correct, I am correct, I am doing this, and we are doing this, we are doing that. But nobody wants to understand what other person's goals and aims are and what exactly is he or she looking at. And how do we bridge that gap, and how do we try to get that into the real picture or the real context. Sad, but it is an ugly truth. The fact is, not every one of us have that, have that was so-called liberty, and have that have that capacity or competency levels or whatever it is, have that guts to take that, for a simple reason that he or she may have gone through tough times. That also needs to be understood. Every one of us think that all are on the same page, and this is one of the very grave mistakes every one of us does. I don't know why. Let's be honest on this. Not every one of us have that leverage or have that space for space for enjoying the enjoyments. It's an ugly truth, by the by. This I have seen happening with me. It has had happened during my early childhoods. Even now, when I work or when I get to work or when I try to see to it that, ठीक है, fine, let's think about it. But nobody would be really looking at the, a face value of the, what could have been his goal, and let's try understanding his goals and aims. And most of the companies, even before recruiting, at a initial level itself, from the recruiter's point of view, fail to, ask this, or I don't know if they may ignore this fact, or it could be anything actually. It's like, this kind of luxury not everyone will have. That too in the 21st century, wherein that advancement is happening. Unfortunately, this is one of the pointers which I could understand where an individual is failing. This is one of the pointers which I could understand in the get together, that they did what you call, probably that gap would have happened. See, instead of understanding what best we can do, try to understand what was the goal, or what was the aim of that person or that individual during that period of time when that incident happened, or whatever incident that is supposed to happen. At times this puts one person a step back. And today most of the companies, be it startup, be it already established companies, if they fail to get the right kind of person, first they need to understand all of these and then scrutinize. Maybe this could be a benchmark from the recruitment perspective, from the individual perspective, as an individual persona. How best are you? Are you really looking at exact goals and aims? Is that legitimate, illegitimate? Is that coinciding with whatever that is there? I as an individual, if cannot plan it out, that's where the foundation stones of the goals and aims goes off the track. That is one point. The second point, let's say I am trying to help someone in regards to some job or whatever it is, who is struggling hard to find it. My first step should be try to understand what exactly he has gone through first, where the gaps are first, what are his strengths and weakness, what is his competency level, what is his understanding level, and primarily these are the things that you need to talk. Then you need to have a talk with him or her personally, one-on-one. What is your end goal? What are your goals and aims? If I am showing this opportunity, will this help you to get to near to that? at least? Or will that help you to in any way facilitate? Instead of you directly not understanding his or her goal cast or aim or whatever it is, and trying to show that individual that job, and if he or she is not satisfied, he will be in a lurch, he or she will be in a lurch or a situation where he or she cannot think or cannot take a step back or take a step move ahead. And these are the situations most of us have come across. Understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Every one of us fall prey to this. As a parent, as parents, most of the parents fail to understand this. Most of the parents try not to what you call don't think from this perspective. They think, yes, my son or daughter needs to have a settled life. Think, boss, think from the what is his or her thought process, what is his or her thought going towards, what his or her inclination is towards. Try not to thrust or try not to pressurize. In fact, this is what is happening, and this is the reason why today number of suicides every student is happening to do is more. At the same time, I see this happening with employees also now. I have seen 3 cases wherein most of the employees have committed suicide because they didn't know. They were not able to get the end result. They were just like a kind of situation wherein they didn't have any choice other than getting succumbed to the situation. Though they had all the bank balance and everything, but end of the day, what happened? They just committed suicide. Some of them I have come across in my own circle wherein he died due to heart attack. He could not take any more. He had a 2-year-old daughter. And a loving wife. His life got shortened. Not only his life got shortened, the 2-year-old daughter's life also, if you really look at what kind of situations they would have gone through. It's a very the point that I am trying to say is goals and aims or whatever it is not at the individual level, individualistic level. This question has to be asked to each and every person, and that is the reason why goals and aims are very important in one's life. How they define, how they are defining, how they are putting it across. Not every one of us have that luxury at the end of the day. And every company needs to understand this has to be one question that needs to be asked. Apart from the technical questions, what is it at the end of the day that they are achieving? And this is where actually like old traditions had that upper hand. Today, in the current 21st century, with the technical advancement or whatever you say, in this rat race, to survive, everyone are having same set of questions, including parents, including students. And colleges and universities or whatever it is, they have become a kind of stock market wherein, if this is the price that you are getting, your son's cost will be high, son or daughter's cost will be high. He or she will be getting some 1 crore job, CTC job. End of the day, what is happening? The so-called goals and aims are becoming illegitimate. And end of the day, after some time, these people, the younger generation who gets into the job, feels depressed. And that's when starts. The real story, that's when starts. It's high time, ladies and gentlemen, understand this. Think about it. Goals and aims are unique from individual to individual. Try not to manipulate. That's what is happening. Try not to manipulate with others' thought process. This is for every parent. As a parent, you may not have had that luxury, but as a kid, he or she are having that luxury to choose from whatever path that they want to. Try to drive this point. Try to understand their definition of goals and aims. It is not your goals and aims as an individual. Ladies and gentlemen, understand this. Think about it. It's $100 billion question. Stay blessed. Have a blissful life. May the Guru's grace be with all. Have a nice day ahead.